Oh, what up, though?
Hey, we live. All right, so let me get this link to be able to share with the audience so that they can be able to join in
All
and
right.
possibly ask questions.
Whoa.
Um, Let me see. Here's the link. No, that's not it. Okay, well, anywho, while I'm finding this link, can you tell folks who you are? Well, actually, no. I want to introduce you to the audience, okay? Because this is my
All right.
one and only fantastic visual artist extraordinaire, filmmaking, honorary mayor of Detroit, cousin
Well,
J Rainey of the J Rainey Gallery. Okay,
what
so
up,
don't get it twisted in these streets if you had gotten it twisted.
what up, though?
So, did you want to expand on my introduction?
No, it was good. It was cool. It was cool. Yes, I am the honorary mayor. I am the mayor of Detroit.
So, let me tell folks about wait a minute. I need to find this link before I go off on somebody. Uh,
You gonna go off live?
yes, I will go off live on air. No, you know how we roll.
I know.
Um, YouTube's supposed to be making this stuff easy. Well, it says here this is the link. Let's see if this works out. Okay, I think this is it. All right. All right. So I just posted the link, and I want to ask you about this new documentary that you have helped film with your students. You are now in the editing phase, I believe, and you did already did a little screening of the trailer. So, can you first tell everybody about Finding Mona Lisa 313 and then segue that into the documentary?
Okay, Finding Mona Lisa 313 is a documentary about an art teacher that takes her high school students around the world, different students each year, to experience the culture that created the masterpieces of art that they learn about in art history,
Mm-hmm.
so that they can understand, the art even better. But what's more important is that these students are from Detroit, Michigan. They're all boys, and they become, at the end of the day, global citizens. And so for 7 years, I've filmed them, uh, and they haven't even seen the film. So filming them for 7 years, and different students each year, Paris, Barcelona, Japan, Egypt, Costa Rica, Germany. And, now, I mean, 7 years later, it's time to put all these things together to show this this uh, this wonderful story. Like, I had to take myself out of the story, you know, to
Mm-hmm.
see if I would back this story, if it wasn't me and if it wasn't my students. And 100% I would back the story. I mean, it's a great story. It's about trust. Um, it's about it takes a village to raise a child. It's about courage, and so in that is for the parents, the students, and the teacher. And so we all come together for the best education that we can give these students.
So, and just to back it up, to help people understand, this is a true story. Like, this is you and your students.
Yeah.
So, and also to back it up even more, you were a high school art teacher for how many years?
For 10 years. I was a high school art teacher, um, all boys alternative school. And so these are not the students that people usually take out of the country. I mean, you usually take the straight A students, the ones that are showing that they're scholars in the classroom. These are students that, uh, by some admissions, with other teachers and parents that wouldn't nobody take across the street. But for me, I feel like these are the students that need to go and see that the world is such a large place, and see that we're all, pretty much the same, and to learn how to respect people's differences. I mean, that's what makes you a global citizen, to respect differences and to, celebrate the similarities in all of us, and that's humanity.
Yeah. And I think what I appreciate the most about Finding Mona Lisa is that, like you said, these are kids who people wouldn't even want to take across the street. But what happens is you see a change within these kids because you take them over to these, you take them around the world, and they see that they're not just the only ones living in this world. Detroit is not the only place on the planet. And that creates a change in a person because they realize, life is bigger than what they even imagined originally. And they know, they kind of grow up a bit, and whatever craziness they was going through, they get to appreciate that they probably not the only ones going through some craziness. There's people all over the world.
Anytime you take students, black males, out of an urban area, such as Detroit, and give them something else to think about, it's a win-win situation. All I can say. The change, like parents ask me, is he going to change? Well, I'm not Jesus, I'm not Buddha, I'm not Muhammad, but guess what? We're going to plant the seed of change, and we're all going to cultivate it. And even if you don't, when they walk up that plane, they are changed. But even if you don't see it, wait for that seed to grow and to bear that fruit that it should bear. And so we all have to cultivate it. The community, the parents, even the students themselves.
Yeah. That's a dope analogy. I appreciate that. So, so the footage, as I recall, is like, you mentioned this, there is part of the students' footage, is some footage that you did yourself, and then there's some interviews and stuff of the students and their parents and people in the community, right?
Right. Yeah. So, I mean, because it took all of us to complete this adventure, if whatever you want to call it. Excuse me.
Come on now.
And you choked up by my own story. Yeah, well, it took, like I said, it take a village. So, I mean, it was good to hear, like I've never heard the parents speak about it. And so it was good to hear them speak about it on camera. I didn't interview them. My camera crew did. And so to look back at the footage and to understand how these parents really appreciated their students, me taking out the time to take their sons somewhere and giving them another vision, because when you give them something else to look at look at, they have something else to think about. And it was dope. It was really nice, you know.
Well, congratulations. I also wanted to just, big up you and say congratulations for a successful fundraiser to get the funding for the film. I
Oh
know
yeah.
you did a really dope Kickstarter where you raised over $20,000. And
Yeah, $20,000 in 29 days, and I had to give, at first I had to give thanks to God for even, laying it on people's hearts to give to this project, and always give thanks to the Detroiters because they came out,
mhm,
and people around the country, people that love art, people that believe in education and believe in um, students having another way of life. So I just want to thank everybody for that.
thank you, Detroit.
What up, though?
What up, So, um, so when can people expect to see the trailer?
Well, we're finishing the film right now because we're starting to enter it into different film festivals. So we're so busy with finishing the film that after we finish it, we're going to drop the trailer,
Hmm.
and the film will drop in 2015 um, after the film festivals do what they have to do. Um, I mean, we had a preview of the trailer, and we got rave reviews. We had a standing ovation. People were crying, tears, because I mean, at this point in life, um, every time you cut on the news, every time you look on the internet, you see young black men being gunned down. You
Oh.
see them being arrested. That gets so old, but it is true life. But
Mm,
there's also other things in life that we're doing, that black males are doing. Like they're going to see the Mona Lisa, and they're sitting on a Gaudi and listening to a Spanish guitar and riding camels by the pyramid and swimming in the Nile. And
mm,
so those are the students that I have, and to take them from this city, this is urban areas are so tough, and to watch them just become these children that we know that they are, and to
mhm,
watch them drop that tough exterior that you have to have when you walk around these streets.
mm,
um, that was more amazing than anything else, because they had to keep a photo journal, they had to keep a written journal, and so it helped them to realize, you know, that people sacrificed for them to have this experience, this life changing experience, because you can't do anything but change.
mhm. Yeah. Well, um, I think that it's gonna be really great to see because I haven't seen it yet. Any trailer. I want to see a trailer.
Okay, you're gonna see it soon. You're gonna see
I'm
it soon. It's
definitely.
it's just that filmmaking, it's just like art. Like you have to take your time, and you can't put it out unless you're really excited about it, and it has to be perfect to you because it is you.
I
I
know, but
know, I know, I know, I know. And
I'm
we got music. We got music in the trailer by one of our students. My brother is doing music in the trailer. I mean, it's awesome. Like it's different people in the community that have done things, in
hmm.
the in the film period.
Well, listen, I'm family, and I want to see a trailer. Okay,
Okay, okay, okay.
that's all I gotta say. Now, I want to segue into the second part of the interview before you get too tired and sleepy and start yawning and.
Because I do get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. This is a little tough right here.
I know. Okay. So, I just want to say to everybody watching, because some folks who watch most of my network as New York folks, but
That's my second home. Hey,
but for
125th and Clayton Powell Boulevard. That's where my aunt has lived there for over 30 years. I hung out there almost every summer till she passed. Yeah.
well, and I'm not trying to be repping Harlem all too tough up on this show because we are broadcasting live from Brooklyn. But anywho,
Hey, I got some Brooklyn people too. What you mean? It's like when you in Detroit repping East Side, West Side, baby. We love it all. We love it all.
I know. So what I was saying is, to my New York folks and to Detroit people who are not familiar with the art scene, we lost a really great person, like a person who was a pioneer in so many different aspects. She was a trailblazer. She was part of this community that is famously known as the Cass Corridor artist, and she just affected a lot of people's lives, and she touched a lot of people in the art world. And I bring her up because she was a mentor of yours, and I just wanted you to kind of talk about her a little bit so people can know a little bit about her who don't really know about her. And her name was Gilda Snowden.
Yeah. Gilda Snowden was such a lifelong teacher, a brilliant artist, an intellectual, a great humanitarian, and we lost her, about a month ago. In Detroit art scene, in Detroit, period. She when you talk about Detroit art, she still is Detroit art. Um, she taught at College of Creative Studies for over 30 years. When I walked into College of Creative Studies, to get there, I dreamed that I was an artist. I talked them into letting me in, and I didn't know anything about art. And my mother, she told me to, find a teacher that if they're a teacher, they would teach you. And I walked into her class, and she became that teacher for me. I mean, not just teaching me about art, but teaching me about the business of art, introducing me to people through the art scene. I mean, gallery owners, curators. She like gave me the knowledge that she has, and that's why I have the life that I'm living right now.
Mm.
We had we beca- When I opened my gallery, I started selling her artwork. That's how, and our families know each other. But it was just a really shock. Um, One day talking to her, the next day she had passed. Um, I have an hour-long interview of her about Finding Mona Lisa because she's in the film also, and that's why it's taking so long to finish it because it's so hard to watch.
Yeah.
To this day, every day I wake up and think about her, and tears will flow. And that's also with people in the community, her students, she made you feel like you was the only mentor, the only student. You know what I'm saying? That she ever dealt with. But we really had a tight bond, and if people watch my Facebook page, they would know that. But we're the way we're going to help her spirit live on is that we use the knowledge that she embarked in us. She gave us knowledge to be great artists, be great curators, you know, own galleries, be great educators.
Mm-hmm.
I used to call her the Martin Luther King of art because she was like the bridge for all of the communities to come together. She didn't care, tall. white, black, whatever, if you wanted to do art, and if you needed somebody to encourage you and you need somebody to be your cheerleader, she was there for you. And a
Mm.
lot of people know that. And she has a show in New York right now. I can't think of where it
Oh,
is. Yeah.
I'm gonna after the interview is done, I'm gonna post up a link to it. I actually have one of my clients went to see this show. It's called like the Detroit Show or something like that, and you know, everybody said good things about it. But and the first thing I asked, I'm like, they better have some artwork by Gilda up in there, or it ain't no Detroit show.
Right, right. I know that's right because she is Detroit art. I mean, man, she worked so hard and
Mm,
always found time to just, encourage you to do the best that you could do. Yeah.
yeah. Well, I think that was great, and I feel like when people, you know, pass on, it's always great to keep their name alive and talk about them as much as possible. Um, you know, because that's what their life was for, is to just to have that legacy live on, and for all of these people who don't know about her to continue to learn about her. Um, and like I said, I'm gonna post some links up with some of her stuff, and so that people can get familiar. I'm also gonna post some links about finding Mona Lisa up here, and so that people can go like the Finding Mona Lisa page. And is
Yeah.
there where else can people find out about Finding Mona Lisa?
Well, I mean, you could, Google it. You could also find the whole story on uh, TEDx Detroit, Jocelyn Rainey.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you could hear the story from the beginning to the end. Well, it's no end because the story is still going on because we we taking some students to China next year, so
Ooh, I want to go.
you should go. We have a ball. Um, but it's hard work with those students.
I know.
But anyway, it's worth it. Yeah, just check us out. Check me out on Facebook, Jocelyn Rainey, Twitter, J Rainey 3. And
Okay.
you know,
And then to end the show, I always have people tell me, because the show is called Missing the D. So let us know what we're missing in the D.
well, you're missing a lot of things that you're missing is uh, the excitement of the arts, the government and the artists fighting against each other to keep heroes up. Artists taking over. We don't play no games out here. We got
Hello.
a deep art community. We don't play games. And I'm talking about when we talk about art, we talk about the visual, the literal, the performance art. We all come together. We don't play games out here. We
What's
look
that
out for
you
each other.
rapping? Art, 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 art.
Art. That ain't no diamond. That's a A. But yeah, we got a deep community out here. So, even when people come from other cities, they say, man, we wish we had a community like this because the community is tight and we do look out for each other. And if one person can't go to an interview, we call up somebody else. If somebody, if you can't make a show, we tell somebody about somebody else. And that's how we do over here. That's how we do up in the D. We don't play games. We don't play games, and we got paintball guns. So don't roll up in here all hard, cause we will shoot you with our paintball guns.
Y'all see how crazy my family is. It's not just me. It's not just me. All right. Well, thank you, cousin J Rainey.
All love, peace and love to the New York family. Peace and love always. What up, though, to Detroit, and always my love to you, boo.
I love you too. All right. Good night.
Okay, good night. Scandal is on.
Okay, wait, did it cut
Okay.
off?
Yeah.
Oh, wait. I didn't cut.
Wait.